When I came back up here, I just remember like my kids. I can just go back to my kids growing up, and you know all the kids played on the block and stuff
That's
like
in West
that.
Philadelphia too.
In West Philadelphia, and all the kids got along. And it's just sad today that these same kids that grew up with
Each other.
one another, and y'all used to be in each other's house, and y'all play, and it's to the point that they killing each other, robbing each other.
Right. Like you robbing your friend, like you know him, so I'm gonna rob him.
You know him,
Yeah.
and you robbing him, and
That's
you
the weirdest
killing
thing.
him. And I just don't see that. I don't understand that.
Definitely. Most definitely. The kids I see now that go to school, they look older than I did when I went to school.
Yeah, you're right.
I look like a high school student. I look like a middle school student, and I look like I was still wearing ponytails in high school. And when I went to my daughter's school for the first time in a minute. I went there with her for breakfast, and the little girls there were wearing their hair out. They had weaves,
You look grown.
lace wigs,
Yeah.
and like
Lace wig?
lace wigs. My daughter Essence would come home and say, like she had this fascination about long hair, but she already has hair, but she was saying she wants a weave and stuff. And I'm like, you're only 8 years old. I'm trying to keep her a little girl as long as I can.
Exactly.
And when I went in there, they were so grown and mature and developed. I mean, like I was still looking like a little boy when I was in school, but it has superseded what we done. They really have like flipped the script. And they're pregnant.
At a young age too?
I saw one coming out my daughter's school pregnant.
So what's that, the 6th grade she goes up to?
It goes up to, I believe, 8th grade.
Okay, so being pregnant still at a young age.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we didn't see that at school.
At all. I don't, you know what, I'm trying to think. I don't think I remember anybody pregnant in my school until high school. Until like because we had the mothers programs in high school.
Right. That's when that's when I probably saw like my first pregnant person in school, because you know they give you the child care thing, and they had to carry like the big 5-pound bag of sugar, or the egg.
Yeah.
So we didn't see that. And when I was sitting in the van waiting for her to come out, and I was just like, this girl is pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't know what grade she in, but she's pregnant.
She's coming out of school.
Right. I didn't like that.
No, it's not something that should happen to us.
I come from an era, I believe, which is, it's kind of like the gap of, it's kind of like the gap of the people that, you know, were traditionally and morally and ethically, like, you know, strong, and, you know, they had an emphasis, but at the same time there were, like, you know, new things, new sorts of, you know, likenesses and images and just trends and technology and, you know, fashion and our economy and all, which kind of, you know, really more so warped just kind of like, you know, what affects this generation now. But if I could just put a difference, you know, as far as contrasting me coming up to them coming up, it's just, you know, values, you know, ethics, morals, and stuff. Like, I feel that I was raised a lot different, and, you know, even though I'm still relatively young, you know, my sense of what to do out here for my mentality, you know, professionally and, you know, just like responsibly is a lot different than, you know, how,
I try to speak it to them sometimes. They resist it and say, we don't do things that way anymore. This is the new time. We're going to do it the new way. I can remember me saying that too. You can't tell me what to do, you old MF.
Yeah.
I'm 21 years old. I'm going to do it my way. We got a new way we do. We don't do things the way y'all used to do them back in the old days. This is the new days now. I used to say that.
Yeah,
How dumb I was.
Think about this. You wasn't that dumb because you still here compared to Trade.
But I said it and I meant it for years and years until I found out that there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that's been done has been done before by some other people 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago, whatever, before Christ. Some of them other civilizations, the what are those guys? The
Mayans, the Incans.
No, the cavemen and all of them. They had societies too. They had the same kind of problem, and it always worked out the same way.
Right.
Whatever that particular dilemma was.
Right.
It always came out the same way. So you can rest and assure it's going to come out the same way
right.
today.
No matter what happens, it's done before.
Right.
And no matter how you do it, it's still going to come out the same way.
Now that's why if these kids would open up take the cotton out their ears.
And their head out their butt.
And the cotton out their mouth too, or put the cotton in their mouth, and just look at you and get it, they would hear this old school doctrine coming at them in different ways, and they would know it's going to work out a certain way, because it always does.
Right.
This new stuff ain't new.
Right.
Why do you think the youth don't have respect for the older adults in their community or even in their families? The youth are from the me now generation. They want everything fast, quick, boom, boom, boom. They're part of the computer generation, where they go onto computers and look for answers. Not the research where it came from. All they want is the answer. This is the answer to the question I'm looking for. They're not looking for A, B, C. They're looking from A to C. So they want everything quick, fast. That instant gratification. And that seems to be a problem with the youth. Instead of waiting for the answer, they want you to answer their question right now. Now, fast, right now.